musiclessonsriverside.com. Just wanted to do a quick review of the Jekyll and Hyde overdrive distortion by Visual Sound. I just did one of the Route 66. I bought this one because I liked the Route 66 so much. I was like, oh, this has an overdrive and like a heavier distortion. So the overdrive channel is set up the same as the Route 66. It's like a tube screamer circuit with a added bass boost. Okay, so that was the original problem that the owner felt was with the tube screamer, is you click it on and you lose a lot of your bass. So this is beautiful. It has the bass boost with a classic overdrive circuit like the tube screamer, and I think the bass boost is a nice feature because when you click it on you don't lose. And I'll show you real quick. Here's with the setup with the bass boost on. Now with the bass boost off, way thinner. So I don't like to switch from my clean tone to my overdrive tone and lose all my bass. I want to have a consistent tone throughout. So you notice when I click it on with just the tube screamer sound, I lose my bass. So now when I click my bass boost on, they have, the added bass. So my tone stays consistent throughout. Alright, so enough about that. Same, heavy metal housing. Now it's got the new switching, which is a quieter switching. It's not the, the pop buttons. It's a advanced switching that it sounds great. They're silent and they last longer than the traditional buttons. So got my overdrive. Now I like my overdrive, natural sounding. So me, I've talked about this, setting on overdrive about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Alright, so I like it natural sounding. I don't want it to start sounding like a pedal. I like my overdrive natural. So let's take a look at the distortion side. The distortion side is really heavy duty. It sounds... Here's what the distortion on... I got it so that I could get a heavier sound if I was chunking power chords. For me, the distortion side sounds really great for rhythm guitar. Really bassy, really fat sounding. Now it has a sharp and a blunt setting. I usually have it on the sharp setting just to get some good treble. And right now the treble and mids are flat. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the drive on the distortion channel up to the middle. Really low, it doesn't start kicking in until about 9 o'clock. And now it starts to sound a little more heavy gain. So I'm going to go 12 o'clock on the drive. And now that's going to give you your heavy, kind of stacky sound. Your, heavy chunk and rock. And so the treble, with the sharp setting, I don't have to mess with the treble and mid. The blunt setting just sounds like the treble's been turned off. So if you're using the blunt setting, then you start turning up the treble to make it sound, Let me go back. Treble flat, sharp setting. So on the sharp side, I can leave my treble pretty flat, and it sounds good. That's why I bought it, is because it had that chunk, If I'm doing a gig and I need that, give me that, that nice chunk. It sounds, like a Marshall-y mesa-y kind of stack. Now with the drive on the distortion channel set at 3 o'clock, so I can get some pretty nasty sounds out of it. Get some pretty heavy stuff. Now, I don't like the distortion so much for lead work. Unless maybe I got a delay on it or something and I can make it, you know, a little spacier sounding. Both of them together stack up pretty nice. I don't usually use them both together, but I've done it before. So, really nice pedal. Overdrive one side, distortion the other. You could use them both at the same time. Same as the Route 66, I could do overdrive and compressor at the same time. So, let me get out of the distortion channel and give you a couple seconds of the drive. I went to my neck pickup there. Got a nice sound to it. So, you know, think of it as a tube screamer, and then you got your super heavy distortion over here. Very versatile. If you need a heavy chunk in rhythm, you can use your distortion. And if you just want a classic overdrive, you can use this side. Or you can use them together, and it sounds like two pedals slamming, I guess. So that's your Jekyll and Hyde overdrive distortion by Visual Sound. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. And remember, I'm doing lessons on Skype. If you're interested in that, go ahead and email me at musiclessonsriverside@gmail.com. Thanks, guys.